Hi guys, welcome to class 3 of my deep dive into joins series. So today I want to tackle how joins work under the hood. Let me precede this by saying that SQL is a declarative language. We tell the database what we want in the output, and then the query optimizer decides how to execute it. For the same query may be executed differently depending on what kind of data we have in the underlying tables, what kind of indexes we have on the table. So what I'm going to be talking about is more of how joins work on a logical level, and it's probably going to be closely related to how they actually physically executed, but not necessarily. Still, it's more important for us as SQL developers to understand how things work under the hood on the logical level rather than on the physical. So every join starts as a cross join. What's a cross join? I'm using two tables here, just if you're not familiar with them. Table 1, table 2, they both contain a list of circuits. The first table has a circuit, length of the circuit, and the flag, if it's active or not. The second table has circuit voltage, and if the circuit is active or not. The first three circuits are the same in both tables, and the fourth circuit is unique to each table. So every join begins as a cross join. It's an intermediary step. What's a cross join? It's just that you take every record from the first table and combine it with every record from the second table without any matching condition. Notice there is no on clause. So to illustrate it, I created a query which is logically the same as this query. It's just that I added order by, so it's easier to illustrate things. And also, instead of doing select everything, I actually listed every column and I gave it an alias. So now we can execute it. Now we can clearly see that the first three columns come from table 1 and last three columns come from table 2. Okay, so just to illustrate how this output was created, the database took the first record from table 1 and paired it up with the first record from table 2. Then it still has first record from table 1, combines it with second record from table 2. First table from table 1 combines it third record. First from table 1, last record from table 2. Okay, so it's done with record 1 from table 1, moves on to record 2, and so on. We had 4 records in each table, so you get the permutation of the cross join is always the product of the number of records in each table. So 4 times 4 equals 16, which is why I have 16 records in this table. Again, there is no matching happening here at all. So this is the intermediary table that each join going to be working with. So let's cover inner join first. Well, the condition of the inner join is that there is equality, a match on some column. We probably going to be joining this tables on the circuit. This is the field they have in common, so it's the inner join going to go through this output and compare T1 circuit with T2, record by record. So the first one will be a match. So it's going to keep that record. The second one will not be a match. So it's going to throw it out. 101 does not equal 103. Throw it out again. Okay, gets up to here. 102, 101, not a match. 102, 102, match. So it's going to keep this record. Okay, so this is how it goes through the whole table, just filtering out everything that's not matching. Now the left join will be doing the same thing, with the difference that when it gets to the Y record, so it found a match for each of these values. When it gets to the Y, because this circuit is unique to table 1, it's not going to find a match here. But it doesn't matter. Left join preserves everything on the left table. So it's going to preserve this part. And for obviously it has nothing to put on the right part. It's going to fill in the empty areas with nulls, empty fields. The right join will be the mirror image of that. It's gonna go 101, found the match with 101, good. You know, same thing for 102, 103, gets to Z, no match in table 1. Okay, keep these values, fill in this with nulls. For full join, it's going to basically do both YYY and ZZZ. So, okay, we get the match, is good. Then we get to the Y part, get these values, fill in this with 0, then check on the other side. Do we have anything that wasn't matched yet? Yeah, ZZZ. So we're gonna have both records, YYY and ZZZ.